Got a family to feed, chasing my... What it do? What it do? Welcome back to another dope video just for you. I go by the name of Bake, part of the greatest clan in the land, TRT. And if you don't know, you better ask your girlfriend how y'all doing. Y'all know it's the NBA Finals today. So I thought it'd be dope to do a game simulation style of game one of the NBA Finals that's going on tonight at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So I don't know what y'all gonna be doing, but I know I'm gonna be watching this finals, man. And we're just gonna be showing some gameplay of, you know, the NBA Finals or whatnot, 2K style, 2K19, you know what I'm saying? I gotta keep it 2K, you know what I'm saying, type, you know what I mean? But, you know, I'm gonna be giving y'all my predictions while the game is going on, and then at the end, you're gonna find out who wins the game, who wins game one. You may be shocked, you may not be shocked, you may have already knew who was gonna win game one, but before we get started, man, I gotta say, man, when you just look at 2K19 and the presentation and the way the game plays and the way the game looks, man, the way the game starts up and things like that, dog, like the game is eye candy, yo. Like, for real, like when you just sit back and appreciate the game, you know what I mean? And you just look at the presentation. 2K is really good at presentations. Like, they really make you feel like this is a real NBA Finals game. You know what I'm saying? And the difficulty is on Hall of Fame, and things like that. But I swear, if 2K can get some things right, man, this could be an amazing franchise. It could be an amazing game. But that's not what we're here to talk about today. We're here to talk about the NBA Finals. As you see, Kyle Lowry hits the first point of the finals. Is who's going to win? You know, a lot of people in the media is thinking Golden State is going to sweep the Toronto Raptors. You know what I mean? Because they have too much experience, too much team chemistry, and they just play extremely well when their backs against the wall. You know, we all know that they lost Kevin Durant in the playoff game against the Houston Rockets in game 5. And, you know, ever since they lost Kevin Durant, they have been on a winning streak. They have not lost. You know what I mean? And they also lost Boogie in the first round of the playoffs against the Clippers. And so losing two key players, you would think that a team would struggle, and you wouldn't think that Golden State would be in the situation that they're in today. But they found a way to win, because that's a championship pedigree style team. They find ways to win. They trust each other. Steve Kerr is an amazing coach, man. Especially in the Portland series, they was down in 3 games by 15 or more points, and they found a way to come back because of that man Steph Curry. You know what I'm saying? That man Steph Curry found a way to get it going, man. And that says a lot about coaching adjustments and not panicking. Some teams would have panicked. Some teams would have freaked out, you know, being down 15. Some teams would have just packed it up, but not Golden State. And so a lot of people have them favored. I think it's the odds is plus 300 or something like that in the bets and things like that. So a lot of people think that this is going to be a walk in the park. Toronto does not stand a chance. And let's talk about Toronto before we talk about my predictions and things like that. Now, Toronto, you know what I'm saying? A team that's been, you know, close for so many years, but they face teams like LeBron, with LeBron on there, and LeBron has always been their Achilles heel, man. They couldn't get over the hump, but when LeBron left, that opened the door and it gave them an opportunity. But they made some big trades. They got Marc Gasol. They got Kawhi Leonard, the Claw. And they also got my boy Danny Green. I think it's Danny Green, right? Danny Green and things like that. And they just been playing extremely well together. They was down 0-2 in the series against the Milwaukee Bucks, but they found the way to come back and win that series and win 4 straight, dog. Not only was that, like, everybody thought that they was done. Everybody thought that Toronto was done, but Kawhi and his grit and his just determination to just say, look, man, we just gonna trust within each other, and we're gonna play, we're gonna have fun, and we're gonna leave it all on the court. He didn't allow his team to lose, and that just goes to show you why this dude is who he is. He wouldn't allow his team to lose when everybody thought that they was gonna get swept or they was gonna lose in 5. You know what I'm saying? Because they lost so badly in game 2, they thought it was over. Charles Barkley was even saying like, yo, this series is over. The Toronto don't have a chance. They need to pack it up. And everybody was thinking like, hey, Kawhi tried, but you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. He's gonna be going to LA probably to play for the Lakers and the Clippers, but not so fast, my friend. Kawhi put on an amazing playoff performance, averaging over 31 points, and even in the final game, he had over 17 boards, man, in game 6 to beat the Milwaukee Bucks and take Toronto to their first NBA final, y'all. That is something that is crazy, bruh. Something that is unbelievable, and you got to give the man credit. So I'm not just gonna go on a limb and say that they're going to get swept. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they're going to get swept. I think it's going to be a tough game, tough series for them. But before we go back, y'all got to check out my boy Kawhi.
Leonard with the ball from deep. He got it.
Oh, wow. It's good. It's good. Wow, what a miracle heave to finish off the quarter.
That man is a beast, bruh. A beast, bro. And as you see it in the simulation right now, Toronto is hanging with the Warriors, bro. There's no Kevin Durant. There's no DeMarcus Cousins, bro. So that gives him a fighting chance. Toronto is very athletic. They're very lengthy. They can provide a huge problem for Steph Curry and the Warriors right now. I know Curry and them move the ball, and they're extremely well. But I think the determination of this series is going to be the same determination of the Bucks series for Toronto. Is who's going to help Kawhi Leonard? We know Kawhi is going to do what he does. We all know that. It's hard to stop a dude like Kawhi Leonard. He's going to figure out a way to get his buckets. They're going to make it tough for him, but he's a great player, and he's going to find a way to get his buckets. He's going to find a way to get involved with the game. But it's all about the other players. It's not just centered around Kawhi. Kawhi can do his thing, but if the other players not doing their thing, the Warriors are going to sweep the Toronto Raptors. That's what I believe. But I think it really depends on Kyle Lowry, a veteran, somebody who's been in the league for over 13 seasons, first time in the NBA Finals. And I think his play is going to be extremely pivotal if the Toronto want to have a chance in this series, because they're going to need him to perform. Marc Gasol, they're going to need Marc Gasol contributing on the boards, playing defense, spreading the floor, hitting 3-pointers. They're going to need that from him, and if they can get that from them, they're going to be all right. And then last but not least, my boy VanVleet. Man, the dude who came out of nowhere in the freaking Bucks series, because after his son got born, he became a brand new man. So VanVleet is going to be critical. Now for the Warriors, they just got to trust themselves. They got to hit their shots. They got to move the ball, and they got to stop Kawhi Leonard. Not Kawhi Leonard. They got to stop everybody else. Let Kawhi do what Kawhi is going to do, but take away everybody else on the Toronto Raptors. Do not let Kyle Lowry get hot. Do not let the bench get hot. Do not let other players get involved. You know what I'm saying? Keep everybody else at bay. Let Kawhi do what he does. You know what I mean? Don't worry about trying to double the man to get everybody else involved. Kawhi's getting points. Y'all just making sure other people not getting points, because one man cannot beat 5. You know what I mean? One man cannot beat 5. So I'm going to say that the Warriors are going to win this series in 6 games. I'm going to say it's going to go in 6. I'm not going to say they're going to get swept, but I think the Warriors are going to win. And then I'm saying tonight, I think Toronto wins game 1, just like 2K predicts Toronto to win game 1. Y'all let me know in the comments below, who do y'all think is going to take game 1 of the NBA Finals? You heard my prediction. I think game 1 is going to Toronto. 2K got Toronto beating them by 19 points. I don't know if they're going to beat them by 19 points, but I'm going to give Toronto game 1. Y'all let me know in the comments below who's going to win game 1. It's your boy Bake. Live life stress less. You're rocking one of the best without the man upstairs. My life would be a mess. NBA Finals, man. Kawhi, Curry. Peace.
Different, magical, feeling. Got a nigga, spend money all on you. Drop it down, hit the floor, do the splits, move it slow, bring it back up again, turn around, let me see.